daylight's end, relentless. The dawn came crimson, not with warmth, but with warning. Light crept over the fractured skyline of what was once Boston, crawling through the mist like a predator. The towers gleamed in sickly gold, their windows tinted to shield the daywalkers from the full blaze of the sun. It was their world now. The vampires had claimed the daylight, forcing what remained of humanity into the shadows, into the night. Elias Corrin, once a cop, now a ghost of that old world, stood at the edge of a burned-out bridge. Smoke curled from the horizon where the rain towers, rose citadels of glass and blood where the elite of the day ruled in merciless peace. He had spent years hunting monsters in the dark. Now he hunted the ones that walked in light. His daughter, Mira, was only 6 when they took her. She had been born during the eclipse, the first human child in centuries who could walk beneath the sun without burning. A miracle, they called her. A weapon, they decided. By dawn's first light, she was gone. Elias never stopped searching. The years had turned his face to stone, his hands to scars, his faith to ash. Every night he patrolled the edges of the day, scavenging intel from whispers, trading blood vials for rumors. The vampires said she was dead. The humans said she was saved. But in the ruins of the old police precinct, Elias found something that said otherwise. A photograph, warped by heat, showing Mira standing beneath sunlight with unburned skin. And behind her, a shadow in uniform. The insignia on that uniform wasn't human. He moved through the Undercity at night, where neon lights flickered like dying stars. The streets belonged to the nocturne, humans who'd learned to live beneath the world's veins. Their eyes glowed faintly silver from years of adaptation, light-blind, but sharp enough to see through lies. Daylight's a cage now, muttered an old smuggler as Elias passed, and they're the ones holding the key. Elias didn't answer. His every thought was fixed on the rain towers, those monuments of order built on bone. Rumor said that inside Tower 9, the vampire scientists were perfecting a serum, one drawn from the blood of a child immune to light. The closer Elias drew to the towers, the stranger the world became. The sky shimmered unnaturally, like glass under pressure. At the borders of the day zones, drones patrolled the transition lines, vaporizing anything human that crossed too soon. The air reeked of ozone and iron, the scent of sterilized death. He remembered teaching Mira how to ride a bike, her laughter bright and wild in the sun. Now, even that memory hurt. He had begun to wonder if she still remembered him, or if they'd erased him from her mind, just as they had erased daylight from the human soul. When Elias finally breached Tower 9, it was like stepping into another dimension. The light inside was soft and golden, too pure, too perfect artificial sunlight, engineered to keep its rulers safe. He moved through mirrored corridors, gun drawn, the hum of electricity whispering like breath, and then he saw her. Myra stood at the center of a circular lab, eyes closed, bathed in simulated daylight. She looked older now, 16, maybe 17. Tubes coiled from her arms, feeding into a vast glass tank where light and blood swirled together like molten gold. "Myra," he whispered. Her eyes opened, glowing faintly with the color of dawn. "Father," she said, her voice both human and something else. "You shouldn't have come. They'll kill you. I came to take you home." A figure stepped from the light behind her, tall, graceful, ageless. A vampire, skin like alabaster, eyes burning amber. Lord Seraphil, the regent of the day. "She doesn't belong to the night anymore," he said softly. "She is the dawn." Elias aimed his weapon, but the air thickened, shimmering like heat over sand. "You turned her into this?" he hissed. "No," Seraphil replied. "She chose it. Humanity had its time. Now she is the bridge, a being neither cursed nor fragile. Through her we can walk the same light." Myra stepped forward, her expression torn between fear and conviction. "They were dying. Father, you all were. The sun was never meant for only one kind." Ilias's breath trembled. He saw his daughter, radiant and unreachable, haloed in the false dawn. Behind her, the world he had fought to save no longer existed, only this new one, built on compromise and blood. The alarms began to wail. Drones descended, Mira's glow intensified. "Go," she begged, "before they consume you too." He shook his head. "If the sun burns me, then let it. I'd rather die human than live as one of them." She reached out, fingers brushing his cheek, warmth, gentle and lethal. "You already are one of us," she whispered. Light erupted, blinding, consuming. When the flare faded, the lab was silent. The glass tank stood shattered, the room scorched in white fire. Only one figure remained amid the ruin, Elias, standing beneath real sunlight, his skin unburned, his pulse steady. The dawn had changed him, and somewhere in the endless brightness he heard Myra's voice, soft, echoing, eternal. "The sun remembers, Father. It just needed someone to carry it." As the world turned toward the new day, Elias Corran walked into the light, not as prey or hunter, but as something reborn between the two.